You're off.
All right, you ready to plug in?
Yeah, I'm ready to plug in.
So our next speaker tonight, after that, obviously it's time whizzes by, doesn't it? It just goes like, oof, and how much time is 15 seconds? You know. But anyway, our next speaker tonight is JulieAnn Blackmore. Same arrangement. JulieAnn is going to be, you know, when I hit the 5 button, off we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So big welcome to JulieAnn, please. And, well, it's just all starting up, isn't it? It says it is. Right, ready, 5. No, yes, no, yes.
Hi, I'm JulieAnn Blackmore, and I'm going to tell you about birth to death with a few things missing out. I was born, and my childhood wasn't that great. I was severely bullied. Every day going to school was absolute hell. And I turned on myself and hated myself, hence the miserable face. But I had a passion, an undying passion. It wouldn't go away. I had to end suffering. Maybe it was my own, or maybe it was the people who were blaming me for their pain. But I was going to do it. So hence, I was going to become a nurse. What better way? Logical thinking. Well, I became a nurse. I loved it. But I was doing my own research. Why were they ill in the first place? It didn't make sense to me. I was getting more and more confident, and then bang, I had a head-on car crash. Put me out of action. I was incapacitated, constant pain, destroyed mentally, post-traumatic stress. Really, I wanted to die. I couldn't kill myself. I had a message to share with the world. So, one death. Well, you know, they happen. So I had to start to think about me. I needed to change me, not heal the world. So I retrained to heal my body, to heal my mind, to overcome the pain from childhood. I retrained in aromatherapy and massage. I retrained in spiritual healing. Being psychic as a child, I started to expand on that. I started to channel information from a higher power and also to speak to the dead. And that was interesting because it was information for me, confidence boosting, but it was also developing me psychically. And as a child, I didn't agree that it was a religious thing in me, that it was a God's gift. I wasn't religious in any way. So I had to explore where this psychic ability came from. I needed to expand. So I set myself up in business, completely healed now. I had to share me with everyone. So I set myself up as a psychic life coach, having trained in NLP, become a master, hypnotherapy, life coaching, and I put it all together, and I did very well, thank you. And then I had to expand me as a person. So I decided it was time to go on a journey. So I sold everything, shut down the business, gave over my friends everything, 2 items of clothing, off I went. Now, during that journey, I decided I had a lot of knowledge to share. I started to write 1 book. Oh, no, 23 in a year and a half. Well, they couldn't have covers on because all I heard was ebooks. Well, I thought I was mad. I really did. I was channeling information night and day. Couldn't stand it, so a new hobby came my way. Poetry, but also art. So there's a painting of mine called Light, which I just happened to design because I knew my future. Because ever since I was 10, I knew I'd be well known in the field of knowledge. Going back in time, I thought nursing, HIV, cancer, I'll find a cure. It's me. Ah, well, I just started to celebrate. I was in America, I met a multi-millionaire, I ran out of money, he financed everything for me. I was happy. I was completely celebrating, not out partying, I was celebrating me. And then I found total peace of mind. After all the channeling and writing and enlightenment and all of this confusion, came total peace of mind, which was incredible. And then I became me. Healthy, happy, and wealthy. No more poverty. No more victim or victor inside of me. I had discovered what it meant to be a real master. So I thought, I'll develop a money tree. I will find a way, using all of these skills, joined together now, not just individual sessions, but with my books and talks and my art, I will heal the world and I will make myself very rich. But I had to come back. I couldn't make money in America, and I couldn't manage a very big business because I'd had a one-to-one, and that was all I had. So I put myself through hell and went back to school, really, and retrained in the supermarket trade. And I climbed my ladder up in my own self-esteem, because everything that happened in my childhood of being bullied happened in my workplace, to allow me to show how unshakable my self-esteem had become. And now I am creating my empire. My business, How to Be You, is just about to publish all of my books on iBooks, iPads, e-readers. I've designed women's fashion, so I'm not only in business once, I've actually got 3 businesses in the pipeline. And so that's my end of my talk. And my beginning. Any questions? I don't mind.
Taking it all in.
Yeah. But it's sort of birth to death and back again. Hi.
I'd like to know what your business does.
I empower people through self-help books that are interactive, through my own stories, through my own future predictions, through creativity. I do individual sessions with people, they're tailor-made to suit the person's needs because of my psychic skills. I run expansion groups which are turning into workshops in the future, the arts as well, and there's prints and sculpture. And I've just designed women's clothes, so there's going to be fashion for you from a branch of How for You, and then properties, homes for you.
Any more questions?
Julianne, have you got a website or something?
I have, yeah.
You didn't put it up there?
No, I haven't done me. Everything's in a flux of change, so I'm on WordPress at the moment, but I've got a business card I can give you, but it's all going to be different because I'm designing a new website that will be howbeyou.com basically. At the moment it's howbeyou.wordpress.com, but I'll give you a business card. Any more? Can I get off the
Yes. You seem to have done lots and lots of different things. You've got lots of different ideas. What's the ultimate sort of, now you've got this new life ahead of you, what's the ultimate sort of dream of yours?
Ending suffering is a big one, but my combination of skills create miracles, and I have helped people cure cancer, I've stopped them from committing suicide, I've worked with businesses and turned them over, and that's my dream. It doesn't get any better. And I've got total balance personally, so there's also, I'm exploring the consciousness properly and seeing about modelling actually skills just without learning or copying, just taking the skills from the consciousness through music and all of that as well as a person. Thank you.
I've got a question for you actually, Julianne. In this long journey of yours, you've probably got all sorts of insights and thoughts that have gone through your mind, and I'm pretty sure you've got quite a few. But I'm thinking if you could think of somebody that you love very much, maybe it's a young family member or an older family member or somebody like that, and you had one lesson to teach them, one thing to say to them, what would that be?
Okay. Going back on your thing that we create our future. Okay, we create what happens to us, but sometimes that's a little bit too much. So you have to be able to adapt to change.
Yeah, adapt to the change.
And drop the act. You're not a victim. you created to be here. You're going to create your future in whatever capacity it suits you. And sometimes that isn't consciously, it's a higher conscious, but it's always in your best. I mean, the reason I had a car crash was because I would not let go. I was one of these people, I'm taking up with you. And perfect for me was, well, no, you can't, can you? You can't move, you can't think about anything, you're not getting paid. Heal yourself and get on with it, with a bit more compassion. But if I hadn't had that, I'd be nursing to do. And then everything else that I was meant to do, that I'd created in the past for my future to come true, how to be in, and all of that, and all the many, many millions of people I'm going to help through my lifetime. As a nurse, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So, all power to me for doing it, but at the time, no way did I do that. It's like creating cancer. You don't want to create it, you don't know you create it, but when you accept you've created it for whatever reason, you can heal it and never create it again. So adapt to change and then the rest will come.
Thank you very much.